Hello, in this video I'll show you how to create the rocket full assembly with all the components that we had just designed, and this is our final result. So we're going to start off by going into our main menu, and we're going to create a document, and we're going to call it rocket full assembly, and then go ahead and create public document. I already have one right here, so I'll just use this one. So what we're going to do is we're going to start off by going into the bottom section where it says assembly 1. May take a while. We're going to click on insert and then go into other documents, and then we're going to go into owned by me, and we're going to see all the components that we designed. So we're going to start off with our nose cone and with our part. It may say to create a version or update a version of your part. Just click that, whatever, it'll be like a blue sentence. Just click that, and then it'll ask you to create a version 1 of whatever component you want to implement. Just go ahead and do that, and you should be good with implementing your part. So we have our nose cone. That's weird. I'm gonna put it right here. And then we're gonna insert our body tube. So we're gonna have our body tube. My internet is a little slow, so it may take a while for me, but for you it should be a little quicker. So we have our component right there, and we're going to connect these two pieces. Oh, store. So first of all, we have our nose cone and we have our body tube. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to click on the actual body tube, and then I'm going to rotate it 90 degrees. This ensures that we have like an optimal connection. You don't have to do that, but it just makes things a lot smoother. So what we're going to do is we're going to use one of our selection of tools called cylindrical mate. As we can see, we have a variation of these tools called mates, and these are different methods of connections for different components. First of all, we want to allow the inner section of the tube to match the outer section of the nose cone. So what we're going to do is we're going to click cylindrical mate. We're going to click on the inner section of the body tube, and then we're going to click the outer section of the nose cone. So what this does is this allows them to be connected through their cylindrical axis. And so they should be able to move freely within each other's rotational axis. So now what we're going to do is we're going to click on fastened mate, and we're going to click on the lip that is at the end of the shoulder, and you should click it to where you can see both lines on both ends of the shoulder lip. So you may see like one line if you click on this edge, or one line if you click on this edge. What we want to do is click on the small face that's right there, and it should look like that, a little ring, and then do the same at the end of the body tube. So now we should have a connection that will look like this. Okay, let's get started on the rest. So we're going to insert the coupler now. Right here, insert the coupler, and we're going to do the same exact thing. We're going to click on cylindrical mate, and then click on the coupler cylinder right here, and then we're going to click on the intersection of the body tube, and it should look like this. Once again, we're going to click on fasten mate, and we're going to click on this part of the coupler, this face of the coupler, and we're going to click on the bottom face of the body tube. Now it should look like this. What we're going to do now is we're going to select another body tube. Should look like that. Let's move it again 90 degrees. And then we're going to cylindrically mate this part of the shoulder, or this shoulder of the coupler. Oh, that's not good. That's weird. Click on the intersection of the body tube, and then the shoulder right here. So as we can see, our geometry or our shapes are overlapping each other, all we have to do is click on the body tube that we wanted to select, or that we want to select, so this one right here, and then we just grab this arrow and we could just pull it out right there. What we're going to do now is we're going to click on Fasten Mate. Oh, yeah, we're going to click on Fasten Mate and click on the bottom or the top section of the body tube, and then put it at the lip of the other section of the coupler. So now it should look like this, and all that's left are the fins. So what we'll do is we'll go here, grab our fin, go into Part Studio, and we should have our fin, right? What we're going to do first is we're going to cylindrically mate, and we're going to go to the bottom of the fin. So if we remember, on the fin video, what we did is we extruded a little piece, a little tab that will allow it to have like a little bit of an arc. It's a little hard to see since it's such a small arc, but it's there. It's right here, and it goes all the way from here, and it kind of arcs right there, like this, like that. And what we're going to do is we're going to cylindrically mate it onto our actual body tube. So click it right there, and it should look like that. So what we're going to do is we're going to move our fin to the very end. We're going to click our dimensional cube and zoom in right here, and we're just going to click it to the very end, right there, 4.25 inches. Now we just only have one fin. So how do we get the rest of the fins? Well, we can do the tedious process of inserting 3 more fins, but to increase precision and convenience, what we're going to do is we're going to create a cylindrical or a circular pattern of the actual fin around the body tube. So we're going to click on Assembly, Circular Pattern. We're going to click our instance to be the fin, and our axis of pattern to be the body tube. So what it should look like is you'll have 2 fins. So what we're going to do is we're going to click on the equal spacing, which is already check marked for us, and then we're going to have 4 instances of equal spacing around the body tube. And you should end up with the actual perfect array of your fins on the aft of the body tube, or yes, the aft of the body tube. And so this should be your final design. Thank you.